Hey everybody, I'm back making some more chili. It's August in Ohio. A little early to be making chili, but I'm gonna go for it. One of the reasons why it's great to make chili this time of year is because you get fresh tomatoes and peppers. So I've got some of those over at my father-in-law's house. I'm gonna go run over and grab those, along with some more ingredients because I'll show you the ingredients I've got here, and it's not all here. But I am thinking about one kind of special ingredient this time. Might be a little bit different. You might be able to take a guess of what it is. It'll be fun. Okay, so here are the ingredients that I have so far. I'm not going to use all that bacon, but I'll probably use maybe a third of it or so. I think I'm going to cut it up and cook it before I put it in there. Last time I just threw it in there directly. It seemed to get a little fatty that time. I've got some chili beans, some Bush's chili beans. This has got a mild sauce. I need way more beans than that. I've just got the one small can. Some Walmart tomato paste. Probably use most of that. The jalapenos. Love me some jalapenos. Some good Italian tomatoes that I'll augment this with fresh tomatoes. Little bit of brown sugar and peanut butter. And the secret ingredient, or the special ingredient that I'll add here in a little while. Anyway, I'm gonna go shopping and also over to my father-in-law's get some of the fresh stuff, and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I went over to my father-in-law's and I got a few fresh things here. Gave me some tomatoes, a few tomatoes, and a banana pepper. And then he gave me these. That's a little scary. You see little red peppers in a bag. I might have to do a Google image search on those things, see how much to add. I usually make my chili hot via the chili bean sauce, so not with the mild ones, but with the hot one, and then the jalapenos. Those little guys, I'll have to look them up and see how hot they are. But anyway, should be fun. All right, I still have some ingredients I need to go get from the store, but I wanted to get these all together so I could know exactly what I was missing. I'll be back in a little while. Okay, I went to the grocery store, picked up a few more things. Not sure if I like these. I noticed that these are actually crushed tomatoes. I don't usually use crushed, I use diced tomatoes. So I picked up a can of diced tomatoes, even though I've got some fresh as well. I got this organic ground beef, looks really good. And then I picked up some spicy Bob Evans sausage. Just add a little zing to it. I got three kinds of beans. So I got some white beans, mild red, and then I got a spicy kidney bean. So I like having different kinds of beans in there. And then for veggies, I got a couple of peppers and a big old sweet onion. So that's pretty much what we're gonna have in it. I also picked up a bag of this organic pasta. One of the things I like to do after a day or two of chili is to throw it over some pasta with some cheese, go Cincinnati style on it. It's good. Anyway, these are pretty much all the ingredients. I more than likely won't use all of those beans. That seems like a lot of beans. But next step is to cook up the bacon that I put back in the fridge. But I'll cook up the bacon and this the meats here. In the meantime, I'll get some stuff started. One of my buddies suggested a crock pot liner, so I actually looked for crock pot liners because I don't have one in my crock pot, but couldn't find them, so just have to clean it up, no big deal. All right, I'll be cooking the meats here. I'll cook those up together. Little bacon going on here. One time I got some maple sausage. Or maybe it was maple bacon. Didn't really like the maple in there, so went with non-maple this time. A little bit more bacon. Probably about all the bacon I'll use. Pick this stuff up, dice it up really well, really small chunks of meat. And I'll cut the bacon up into little bits and stuff. I'm pre-cooking the bacon this time because last time I put it in there raw and let it cook in the crock pot and it was maybe a little too much fat in there, so I'm going to pre-cook it. and so it just gets a little bit less fat. Try to chop it up really finely. I don't want to have big chunks in it. I like to have little pieces, so I'm kind of constantly breaking them up, chunking them up. Anyway, this is the hamburger and the sausage cooking together. Almost done. Then we'll get started on the veggies. All right, next up we're going to turn this into there. Chopped up, ready to be put in the crock pot. Okay, that meat's all done. Bacon's ready to be chopped up. Onions are in there. Still need to dice up some veggies, so I will do that. All right, some farm fresh tomatoes diced up. I'll put them in the crock pot next. Very fresh. Lots of colors taking shape already. I went ahead and turned it on, get things going. Okay, I put the hamburger and the sausage in there. First I drained the fat. Wasn't a whole lot of fat. That lean roast beef really didn't have a lot of fat to it. I thought the sausage would have more, but it didn't. Anyway, still adding stuff. So next, see if we can do some beans, tomato paste, some of the other ingredients. So far, I've got 3 cans of beans in there. One with the white beans, kidney beans, two of the kidney beans. One with mild, one with spicy. This is what it's starting to look like. Starting to fill up. So I probably won't go with that 4th can. Got too much other stuff to put in here. All right, with about half a can of this kind of generic tomato paste. It's a bigger can, so I don't want to put the whole thing in there. That thickens it up nicely, so it's not too watery. The vegetables will really water it down, so you got to add some tomato paste to thicken it up a little bit. Okay, next up, the thing that most people don't put in it, a little creamy peanut butter. Put about a tablespoon or so in there. You always have to warn people, though, that eat your chili if you've got peanut butter in there, because a lot of people have peanut allergies, so you got to let them know. But that makes it not so secret, I guess. But it does add some sweetness to it. So about that much. I'll stir it in here in a second. Other sweetener, a little brown sugar. Get about a handful or so of that. Put it in there. I'll show you here in a second. All right, like I said, about a handful brown sugar. Still got a couple more veggies to go here. So I'm gonna do the red pepper and the banana pepper, put those in there. Yeah, try and get all the seeds out. I want those in there. I think I got most of them. Definitely filling up. Looking good. Next up are going to be the jalapenos, and then these little red peppers that my father-in-law gave me. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. But put some jalapenos in here. All right, almost had a heart attack taking the lid off of that thing, but we'll put some in here. I want to drain it. I don't want to get all the juice. I have a feeling this thing's going to be spicy enough without all this jalapeno juice. Okay, put about 1/3 of the jar in there. Try to keep all the juice out of it. And I'm going to stir it up, see how full it is, see if I can put anything else in there. All right, stirred it up, got plenty of space left in there. Throw some stuff in there, like I said, the onions, the peppers, they'll make it more watery. Right now it's super thick, but it'll get a lot more watery as they start to cook. So a couple more ingredients. All right, one of the things I'm gonna try this time is put a little bourbon whiskey in here. It's got a little bit of Blanton's left in this bottle. I got some other bottles, so it's not a big deal, but figure if you're gonna put it in there, might as well put the good stuff in. It's an A, by the way, in case those of you know Blanton's. Good stuff. So I'll probably just do, I'm not gonna do a lot, probably a double shot or so in there, just to, give it a little zing. Just one double shot, pour it in there. We'll see, I've never tried that before. Could be fun. As you guys can tell, I kind of experiment with this, right? I mean, it's never the same every time. I always do something a little bit different, just trying different things. And we'll see how the bourbon goes in there. But and these little red peppers, I'm still debating on that one, but we'll see. All right, as I cut that up, I could feel it in my eyes. So I'm just gonna go with 2 of them. I'm gonna leave the seeds in just to get a little more hot, but I'm only gonna go with 2 of them. Okay, I put those 2 little red peppers in, and then I topped it off with some more diced tomatoes. So it's not chili if it's not tomatoey. So that should probably do it for the ingredients. Stir it up and see how it looks. That is a good looking pot of chili. So we'll leave it on high for a few hours, and we'll come back to it in a little bit, see if it's spicy enough. That's the only thing I worry about. I like having it spicy, but not too spicy. So I've still got lots of jalapenos I can throw in there. I'll try it out here in a little bit. Quick update, it's been cooking for about 45 minutes, and I decided to add the last can of beans that I have. There's plenty of room in there. So more beans the better. I know if you're living in Texas, no beans in chili, but we're in Ohio, so there you go. Okay, here we are about 2.5 hours in. See how it got more liquidy. Onions aren't quite done. Looking good though. All right, we'll give it a taste here in a second. All right, I just took a little taste of it. The peppers are still crunchy, the onions are still crunchy, so it's got a ways to go. Heat is a little disappointing. Doesn't have a lot of spice to it, kick to it. I'm gonna throw some more jalapenos in there and cook it for probably a couple more hours. Looks good though, it tastes good. It's just not as spicy as I prefer. All right, I put about another third of that jar in. It's a big jar, so about 2/3 of that big jar, which is probably about as many jalapenos as I usually put in. I'll stir those in, let it cook. We'll see how it goes. It's good stuff though. All right, here we are, 4.5 hours in on the crock pot. It's kind of got the perfect consistency. Good watery, but it's thick still. You can smell the jalapenos now, which is awesome. So looks like it's pretty done. I think chili's always better the second day, but this one looks pretty good right now. I'm gonna spoon some up and give it a go. All right, got myself a little taste here. Let's see how it goes. Looks good. Onions look done. Looks like good stuff. I wish you could taste it. Hot. Very good. All right, there it is, the latest version of my chili. World famous chili. As you can see, I do a little bit of experimentation every time. A little bourbon this time, can't really taste it. Might have been a little waste of Blanton's, but you know what? It's still in there. So we're gonna give it a go. Give some of my family members, see what they think. Hopefully it's not too spicy for them. Thanks for everything. Leave comments. Take care.